No. Who fancies bagels? Yay! Today, we are on a mission. We have found a place here in the UK claiming to make authentic New York style bagels. And as a British family who spent years exploring American food, both here and over in the States, we had to come and see for ourselves. Because if there's one thing we've learned when it comes to proper American food, especially something as iconic as a New York bagel, it's all about the texture, the chew, and getting it just right. So today we are putting these to the test. But the real question is, would New Yorkers actually accept these? Or have they got it completely wrong? So my friends, grab a coffee, take a seat, and let's find out.
First up, we have got the bath. This is barbecue beef brisket, dill pickles, cheese, and also some whole grain mustard. Next up, we've got the New Yorker, which is beef pastrami with sauerkraut, pickles, cheddar cheese, lettuce, and the all-important Russian dressing. And last but by no means least, the Lox bagel with smoked salmon, cream cheese, and I think that's capers and tomatoes. So these guys at Taylor's Bagel make and bake all of their bagels in a New York style. So I'm excited to try these, but which one are you most excited for? So we've got the Bath one, which I'm just going to refer to as brisket from now on. The New Yorker, which is a Reuben, and then we've got the Lox bagel.
Without a doubt, it's going to be the New Yorker. I think it's going to be incredible. I'm not a massive bagel fan, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I love a bagel.
I've had bagels before, like toasted, never like a sandwich. So I'm a bit on the fence. The brisket, I'm being a bit critical now. I don't know why they put brisket and loads of sauce. You know, it's keeping it juicy and stuff, but brisket, it doesn't need to be dipped in sauce.
So the only thing I have noticed over here is they do a lot of pulled brisket nowadays, don't they? So they pull it like pulled pork and then they will serve it with a barbecue sauce, which is not how we've come to know brisket, have we?
Salmon.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk about the salmon. So I think I'm equally looking forward to trying both of these, but the salmon I really do not want to try, if I'm honest, but you know, we've got to do that. What about you, Alana? Which one do you like the look of?
All of them.
All of them. That's a very good answer. And Alana has picked out a cookie as well, which she's going to have as well, aren't you, after you try a bit of bagel. So who wants to start?
Me and you.
Right, you go first and pick which one you want. Oh, she's going for the Reuben. You want that one? No, we're going for the brisket one.
Ooh, it's quite saucy.
Good.
You like that one?
Oh, look, there's pickles in that as well. That could redeem it.
I like pickles.
Oh, Daddy, you should have said that. She doesn't like pickles.
I'll get a pickle.
Well, I'll go for a pickle.
I'm salivating.
Oh.
Is that a bit of cheese in there as well? I'm really salivating.
Go on, then you try some.
I'm going to try a bit of that, actually. It's like it's got more meat in that bit.
Cheers.
Cheers, darling.
I like it, Mummy.
You like it? Oh, that's good news. 10 out of 10, she said.
No way. The brisket's better than I thought it was going to be. It's still got like a sauce on it, which I don't think brisket needs. If it's cooked well and smoked well, it doesn't need it, but...
Maybe it's a good way to use up leftover brisket. So if you do smoke a brisket, maybe the next day, you know we talked about having brisket baps and different things like that, or tacos, maybe a brisket bagel might be the way forward.
I like the sauce. I think it needs a little bit more cheese, but being like mega critical. I can say it tastes really good.
It does look good.
I'm pleasantly surprised, actually.
Oh, that's tasty.
I don't want to overeat in the first one, but...
Crunchy.
Outside of the bagel has got like a slight crunch to it. Not necessarily that it's toasted.
No.
But it's definitely got a good chew. So a good bagel has like a chewy texture, I'm led to believe. So that is why they're quite unique. A different kind of dough, different kind of bread to normal like rolls and things. They've got a thing all of their own. Alana's seeming to like this one. Would any of us be surprised that Alana likes something with brisket? Oh, and sauce.
I wonder if we do the salmon next, because I don't want to end on a...
Negative.
You go first, darling.
Thanks.
It might be all right with the cream. Is that cream cheese in there?
It is cream cheese.
It might be all right with the cream cheese. And I take it the salmon is smoked as well.
Hopefully. I think it's actually got capers in, which we did have a conversation about capers. Like, I know what capers look like, but I don't actually know what they belong to in terms of what kind of food they are. Okay.
You're not liking that, are you?
I am.
Yeah, I'm really not sure, guys. The cream cheese does kind of disguise some of the texture and the taste, but I'd be curious to see what you think.
I'm not going to like this.
Fish lover over there.
No, I'm not going to like this at all. Here goes. No. Sorry, it just feels like it's missing something. I'm just getting fish. I was hoping to get a bit more sort of cream cheese or something, but...
It's going for a Coke. I'm going to try another bite just because I don't want to write it off just yet.
Now, guys at home, you always say we always give amazing marks for everything, but that's not my game at all. And I know salmon, smoked salmon's very popular. I might have some more brisket just to take the taste away.
I just don't like smoked salmon. I like salmon if you give me some cooked salmon, maybe if you poach it or do it another way, but smoked salmon's not for me. I think it's a texture thing, and I don't mind the taste of fish, but there's just something a bit odd about smoked salmon for me. So I've given it a go. I don't think you can convince me that I'm going to enjoy smoked salmon or a lox bagel that much. No.
I'm really glad we didn't end on that one. This is the one I'm really holding out for. I'm really looking forward to this one. The Reuben, although it's not called a Reuben.
This is a New Yorker.
Now, this is what screams to me sort of New York.
I'm going to say I thought these would be a little bit more full.
New Yorker, Reuben. Here we go. Much better. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of taste.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you need some salt and vinegar?
I think it might need something in it. I actually feel like it's lacking a little bit of flavour. It's not hitting me with flavour.
Oh.
Have a bite, let me know what you think. I just think it has all this potential, but the taste doesn't really go anywhere. Do you agree or not?
I can see what you're saying. You're getting textures in that because you're getting a little bit of the different texture from the cabbage and the sauerkraut, and you've got like the pastrami itself and a bit of the cheese, but it's not packing a punch, whereas the brisket one had a lot more flavour. I feel like this probably does need a bit more salt. Look at me sounding critical, I don't mean to be. For my taste buds, the sauerkraut isn't punchy enough. It needs to be a little bit more sour, and I think the Russian dressing, we probably need a little bit more of it.
It's not really going anywhere. I didn't think I was going to say this, but the brisket is far more tastier, and that's the one I was sort of criticising at the beginning because it had all the sauce, but I just remember having the Reuben. I know it's completely different, but the Reuben we had at Arby's, I know it's different. It was so good, wasn't it? That Reuben was amazing, so flavoursome. So I'm just a little bit disappointed.
And then there were four. And the Russian dressing on its own, I think it needs a bit more flavour in there. And I didn't want to be really critical. I wanted to really enjoy these and think that we'd found somewhere that matches some of the food that we've tried in the US. And I just felt this is falling a little bit short.
You guys have opened our eyes to...
Taste.
Massively opened our eyes. I'm guessing like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we'd have had that and go, that's really nice. But because you've made like the Reuben, we've made a Reuben ourselves, it was incredible. It literally blew my taste buds apart in a good way. I find this is flat. I find it's a bit boring. You look at it, you think it's gonna be so tasty. For me, it just doesn't go anywhere, and I'm really disappointed. We had high hopes, didn't we? And I'm actually surprised that the brisket is actually my favourite.
So we've not actually rated anything yet. The brisket, I'm gonna go an 8. The Reuben, I'm probably gonna do like a 6. And the lox, I think flavour-wise, it did have flavour, but it just isn't to my taste. I'm gonna give it a 5 just because it does have the flavour, but if I was rating it on my preferences and taste alone, I'd have to go for like a 1.
I'm of a similar vein. The salmon, not to my flavour, but it had more flavour. 4. I'm really disappointed with the Reuben. I was really looking forward to that. I'm going to go 2. But the brisket, I thought, flavour, it went really well with the bagel. I'm actually going to go a 9 for that.
So Alana picked this up. This is a double chocolate chip cookie with mini eggs inside. And I think it's got other things going on in there. Look at that.
Whoa!
Okay, we're still in search of good American food here in the UK, and I fell and I felt like these bagels have fallen a little bit short, but the hunt will continue and we will try some other places to see if we can get a taste of America right here in the UK.
If you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to Mr. H and Friends. And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
And see you all in the next video.